what's up, Mac? It's your boy Ethan. This is Mac Center. Today I'm here with
Garrett Justice,
Brody Brown,
and Tazer Phillips.
Today we're going to be talking about our football season that we had with the 7th grade, and we're just going to really get into it and share our experiences with the Mac experience, football, you feel me? So let's start off with Tazer. So being a 7th grader and playing up on 8th grade, did you have any pressure or really wanting to do good, any feeling like that?
Yeah, I was always the smallest on the field, so it was kind of hard to not do that.
So going into each game, did even though they were on a different grade level than you, did they still treat you like a teammate?
Yeah, they did. It was like family when I was going with them.
So Brody, being on the 7th grade line, even though it wasn't the best, there wasn't a bunch of big guys on there, right? How did you feel going into each game? Were you still confident?
I was confident myself. I tried to keep everybody else, I guess you could say, hyped up, even though that was mostly your job. But I would try to stay as positive as possible. And most of the time as center, you're more worried about getting your snap, and then you worry about your block. The snap is everything, because if that doesn't go wrong and you don't get the ball, the play doesn't work. So,
Garrett, what was our record at the end of the season?
We only won one game.
Yeah, we wasn't that good, but we okay. We okay. So let's go back to our game that we won against Wichita Falls. What were you thinking going into this game?
Coach was telling us that they were pretty good, so we were all hyped up and seeing if we could beat them and stuff. And
you just thinking, wanting to get the win?
Yeah.
Yeah, going into that game, Brody, knowing that this is a team from Texas, they're going to be good, they're better coached, better staffed, all that, got more kids. Were you feeling worried or?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't feeling worried. I play every team the same. It's with the same mindset. I don't care where they came from, who their coach is. I feel like with the coaches that we have and Coach Nick, we can beat them every time if we do our part, and if we can outsmart the defense, or if we can get the tackles and make the plays we need to on defense.
So how did you feel after that game, knowing that we had just got our first dub, secured the victory? You feel me?
Oh, it was amazing knowing that they had to take their, hour ride along back to Wichita Falls. Sad that we beat them, we had no wins. Nobody thought we were going to win that game. I mean, I guess you could almost say we were the underdog, but we were able to pull it off. If I'm not mistaken, 8th grade won that night too.
Yeah, we did pretty good. I think it was 21-7, I think, that game.
So, Garrett, in that game, I recall that you had a good catch in the end zone. You had jumped over a couple guys, kind of mossed them. What was going through your mindset when you made that play?
I was thinking we need this. This is gonna be an important drive to get closer to the touchdown, and just.
You just wanted to make that play?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So during the Central game, you had a really good run when no one was open.
Yeah, I was rolling out to the left side. I was looking for a receiver, preferably you or Braxton. Both of y'all were covered. They're playing prevent defense. 3 guys back deep and all that. So I needed that first down. Wanted to get to the sticks, so I just cut it up. Got that first down, got out of that bounce, and that's how it was.
How much do you think that our team improved from that cash scrimmage that we had all the way up until that game against Wichita Falls and even the game against Central? How could you tell, even though we weren't winning games, could you tell that we were progressively getting better?
Oh, absolutely. During the cash scrimmage, we're kind of the suckiest team out there on the field except for Central, and we were really doing bad, couldn't get really any plays started and all that. Our line was getting demolished every play. But as we went through the season and really just gained each other's trust and brothership, we really grew as a team, and our line really started doing good towards the end of the season. Wide receivers were getting open, people were throwing dots. We were actually making plays happen, and I can definitely tell that throughout the season, everybody got a little bit better and everybody learned a thing or two. So, yeah, Tazer, being on the 8th grade team and all. And y'all, what was y'all's end record at the end of the season?
I think it was 3-2. It wasn't that good, but it was something to start off with.
So going into the season, y'all was all hyped up. Y'all were told y'all were going to be the best team out there. So what was it feeling like when y'all went out there on that first game and y'all didn't do too good.
We did pretty good, like the second play of the game, but overall, we thought we were gonna win, but it turns out we didn't.
So, back into the locker room after that game, what was the atmosphere like?
We were all ready for the next couple games because it's in the past now. We have to keep it moving forward.
Want to put it aside, just look to the next goal, look to next week?
Yeah, exactly.
So, Garrett, Brody, being in the 7th grade, right, and there's not a lot of experienced players on the team like yourselves and stuff. So, in the locker room and the coach and stuff, what was their vibe like? What was the coach's vibes like? What was the locker room like and all that?
It was all hype and like a brotherhood.
And I felt as if, like, so we had the 3 coaches, Coach Miller, Coach Zimmerman, and Coach Nick. Coach Nick basically was the 7th grade coach, and Coach Zimmerman and Miller focused on 8th grade. And it almost at some points felt like we were, like, kind of the little brother to the 8th grade, which I guess we are. But,
right.
you know, we didn't get the focus that
we didn't get the attention. Right.
Not saying we don't deserve to, because next year we'll get the same thing that they got. And
right.
I feel like that our coach did an amazing job. You know, we came up with plays week to week, just trying to get better and improve on offense, defense, you know, different formations and whatnot.
So being the center on the football team, and you're kind of the leader of the line, right? So how could you see the improvement? Did you see improvement in the line throughout the year?
Oh, definitely. You know, some snaps are good, some snaps are bad. But overall, we just had to keep putting drives together and keep putting plays together, play by play, drive by drive, game by game. And I feel like we really improved the more the season went on. That Wichita Falls game was probably, honestly, our best game as far as the line goes. And overall, that was our best game. I feel like that's why we won that. I feel like if we could have performed like that all year, we could have won a lot more games.
So, Garrett, being my star receiver, basically, and throughout the year, as we started connecting a lot more, you know, started making a lot of plays and a lot of passing plays and actually succeeding in them, like, how did it feel to you that you knew that you were getting better on the field?
We started doing better as a team and, like, scoring more touchdowns and winning games and stuff, so.
You felt like you were good?
Yeah.
And when you were when you're lined up on the line and coach calls a play and you know that it's you, like you're about to run that route, how do you feel?
You just get that adrenaline rush.
And you just ready to go out there and perform?
Yeah.
So, Tazer, on the 8th grade team, you know, when y'all would make a bad play or whatever, would y'all kind of down on each other or would y'all just pick each other up?
No, we would act like nothing didn't happen, and, like, we would improve from that and not mess up again.
So, at the end of the season, when everything ended, were you happy with what you accomplished in your team?
Yeah, I was happy with all of it because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be like this.
So, Brody, Garrett, at the end of the season, you know, even though we didn't do that great, but everybody was still doing their part and we were doing good ourselves and each other. How did y'all feel at the end of the season, and what did y'all want to improve for next season?
We need to get better as a team, like our line, our catching, speed, and all that. It was really sad towards the end of the season because, like, we know we'd probably, like, not be as close again as a team, you know, and then leaving Coach Nick.
Yeah, it was pretty sad leaving Coach Nick. That man's a G. But, yeah, so all in all, everybody felt great about the end of the season.
Yeah.
And, what?
We did better than last year.
Yeah, obviously.
And I feel like at the end of the season, like after that last game, it wasn't looking back on this year. It was next year this, next year that. We're going to do this next year. And we just kept looking forward game by game, not dreading what happened in the past.
Ethan, as a quarterback, like, what are the responsibilities and, like, how's the pressure?
Being in that position, you kind of got to zone out of the pressure. You kind of got to deal with it, you know. And you don't really have much pressure on the field because you got to believe in your team and believe in that your boys are going to do their job and you're going to execute the play for them. And with that comes responsibility because if you do good, obviously you're going to get the praise. But if you do bad, it's all on you, you know. Yeah. But that just comes with the job, you know. And, yeah, we had a great season. I loved it, and I'm just gonna focus on the off season, focus on getting better, focus on getting stronger, and all that. And yeah, that was Mac Center. Hope y'all enjoy. Stay tuned for our next episode when it comes out. Peace out.
This episode of Mac Center was produced by Brody Brown, Ethan Rash, and Garrett Justice as part of MacArthur Middle School Media. I am the broadcast advisor, Mr. Elijah Morlett. Editing help by executive producer Addison Bratzler. Special thanks to Coach Grant Zimmerman and Tazer Phillips. This program was made possible through the support of the Lawton Public School Foundation, the K20 Education Center at the University of Oklahoma, and the citizens of Lawton-Fort Sill through the 2017 Student Investment Program.
That was good.
That was better than